Like when I build for building for a competition is very different than building like regularly, right? Because for a competition, I tend to think more of the story first or what I'm trying to communicate first, right? um, because I feel like for a competition build, it's so hard just to have like a singular kit on like a stand and that's it kind of thing. Mind you, that's how my GBWC 12 thing was. But there's like a concept behind it too, right?
Yeah.
But like you know what I mean? Like I think if you just show like a singular kit with just like a regular Bandai stand, those ones aren't really going to do that well, right? And
Yeah.
so therefore you a lot of times I think of the suit I want to work on, and then soon after that it's kind of like the concept or the story that I want to portray.
All right.
Yeah, yeah. And so for example, like the arrival build, right? That build, that one was kind of different in that I saw a picture of the Monkey King, Monkey King crashing down, and it was very dynamic. I remember it was like a concept art of Monkey King. Remember seeing that concept art and I was like, dang, that would be so cool if I could apply this to Gundam, right? And so that's how the Arrival build all started, right? And from that, I started thinking like, hey, what's like a really dynamic looking suit, right? And then the Astray is always in like these dynamic kind of like poses, right, with the katana blade and stuff like that. So I was like, oh man, that's also why I gave this guy a staff, right? Because I was like to harken back a little bit to the whole Monkey King thing, right? So, but yeah, so I guess it varies, right? Sometimes I think of a concept or I see an image, and then I think back of what suit would be appropriate to it. Or sometimes I might think of the model kit itself and then go back to thinking of like what concepts, right? So specifically for my Kshatriya and also for my GBWC 12, the RX-78 build,
The
both of those
loading.
inspirations, yeah, the loading, yeah, both of those inspirations came actually from watching anime. Like, so I was
Oh,
watching the
all right.
Unicorn for the Kshatriya, and I was like, ooh, I wonder how. I love the Kshatriya, right? And so I was like, ooh, it would be so cool to like see the transition period between the Kshatriya and like, the repaired Kshatriya. And then for the RX-78, I was watching Gundam Build Fighters. Again, it was like my second time with my daughters, right? And so that's where it kind of clicked for me because I was customizing this PG for a while, but I never knew I would be using it as GBWC until I watched the Gundam Build Fighters again, and I was like, oh, things are clicking, right? And yeah, so that's how this came about too. Yeah.